Hey, how's it guys? Welcome to another episode of Big John's Hawaiian Adventures. And today I'm going to show you guys some of the best spots for body surfing, or some people call it bodyboarding. You might know it as boogie boarding, here on the island of Oahu, Hawaii. And I'm going to start with Sandy Beach, or Sandy's, where I am at right now. And I'm going to show you guys also Makapu'u Beach, which is not too far from here. But I would say Sandy's is probably the most popular one when it comes to body surfing. And this beach is nicknamed the beach where your cousin dies. So just be aware of that. It's for experienced body surfers. If you're not an experienced body surfer, I don't really recommend surfing here, especially if you're a beginner. And you get some pretty strong currents here as well. So you really got to know what spots are good and what spots are dangerous, because you get a lot of these hardened lava formations as well. And you know, they nicknamed this beach the beach where your cousin dies, because you get a lot of injuries, a lot of broken bones from this beach. In fact, if you ever see an ambulance sailing around here, I guarantee you they're coming right over here to Sandy Beach. So once again, only for expert body surfers. But I'm going to show you guys, if you're into body surfing, some of the best spots on this beach for body surfing. And then after that, we'll go check out Makapu'u Beach. So come with me on another episode of Big John's Hawaiian Adventures. Let's go. I don't know if you guys can see it out there, but HFD is doing their drills right now. Looks like some sort of a rescue drill, training to save somebody from the ocean. Pretty cool. So the far right side of the beach is where they body surf. Over here on the left side of the beach, if you're looking towards the ocean, is where you start to get a lot of these hardened lava formations. And you know, these are all hardened lava formations, lava rocks. You can always tell by all these little holes in them. Those are all air pockets when the lava was still alive. Now, just to let you guys know, Sandy Beach is also a really great place for sunrise. If you guys happen to wake up early enough, you can catch the sunrise from here. The sun rises right there out of the ocean, and as you can see, you have all these small tide pools within these hardened lava formation, and when the sun comes up, the light reflects off those pools and it looks amazing. Now, early morning when there's no traffic from Waikiki to Sandy Beach usually takes no more than 30 minutes, and you don't have to do any hiking, you don't have to go on top of any mountains. It's right there. As soon as you park, the sunrise will be right in front of you. And there's a very popular food truck over here, by the way, just about in the middle of the beach, and right across from the beach in the parking lot, and you can get smoothies from here. They get their pineapple directly from Dole, so their pineapple smoothies are pretty good. They also have acai bowls. I believe they have hot dogs as well, and coconuts, ice cold coconuts that you can drink out of. So if you guys get hungry, or if you're looking for any kind of refreshments, if you're thirsty, then this is definitely a good place to stop. Now, one other thing I wanted to give you guys a heads up about Sandy's is, besides the dangerous shore breaks and the strong currents, this place is kind of like a meeting spot for all the car clubs, the motorcycle clubs on the weekends. So, you know, you do get a lot of the, you know, the guys in their motorcycles, a lot of the guys in their Harleys, they come over here, and sometimes it kind of turns into like a little block party, and things get a little crazy sometimes. Sometimes you'll get like people doing burnouts in the parking lot and stuff. So that's usually on the weekends and public holidays. So if you want to avoid that, then maybe come here on a weekday. But hey, if that's your thing, then by all means, join in. By the way, this beautiful plant that you see everywhere around me is called the napaka plant, and you find it growing in most coastal areas in Hawaii. And the mountain that you're looking at right now is Koko Crater, which is the last volcano that erupted on this island about roughly 7,000 years ago. After this one, all the ones over here became extinct. Now the only one that's remaining active is Mount Kilauea on the Big Island, the most active volcano on the entire planet. That volcano has been constantly active since 1983, and because of this, Big Island is still growing to this day. But thankfully, all the ones over here on this island, the island of Oahu, are extinct, and this was once again the last one. Alright, so here we are. Welcome to Makapu'u Beach, and this is the other beach that is very popular for body surfing here on the island of Oahu. Now, the area where they actually body surf is way down there, so we're going to get there in just a few minutes. But if you look carefully, you can see on top of Makapu'u, you got the Makapu'u Lighthouse. That is one of the highest lighthouses in the world, and if you guys want to see that lighthouse up close, you have to take the Makapu'u Lighthouse Trail, and from the parking lot to that lighthouse it takes about roughly an hour to get to and an hour to get back. Now, if you look over here, you can see Rabbit Island and Black Island right next to it. The big one is called Rabbit Island because it resembles a rabbit's head. So there's the nose, then you can see the head, and the ears are flopping down, and that is actually the crater of an extinct volcano. So when that volcano erupted, one side of it caved into the ocean. So from a bird's eye view, if you ever take a helicopter ride, it looks like a rabbit in the water with two ears flopping down. There is another ear flopping down on the other side, and between those two ears there's a hidden bay. The small one next to it is called Black Island because that whole thing is a hardened lava formation, and because of its dark color they call it Black Island. Alright, so when you guys are on the beaches here in Hawaii, you always want to keep an eye out for these red flags. These red flags that they got all over the beach. And these red flags can mean one of three things. Either dangerous shore break, strong currents, or jellyfish. We do get some jellyfish every now and then. Depends on the cycle of the moon. Whenever you get closer to full moon, you get more of them. Usually Portuguese man of war, you know, the one with the blue tentacles. They sting a little bit, and then afterwards it goes away. So it's not deadly unless you're allergic. That's a different case. But if you're not allergic, it just stings a little while and goes away. Now, if you do get stung by a jellyfish out here, what you need to do is go to one of those lifeguard posts on the beach and ask for vinegar. Usually the lifeguards, they have vinegar in a spray bottle, and if you spray vinegar, it'll diffuse the pain right away. If you don't have vinegar, try to use lukewarm water. That's why people say pee on it. It has nothing to do with the urine, it's just the warm temperature, and that will also do the trick. So whatever you do, don't scratch it. That's only going to make it worse. You're just going to spread it around more. And that's not usually the case though. You know, usually if you see these red flags, it means strong currents or dangerous shore breaks. And just like Sandy Beach, you do get pretty big shore breaks over here and some pretty strong currents. In fact, unfortunately, not too long ago, there was a boy who you know, got caught in the currents here, and he drifted out too far, and they unfortunately never found him again. So you have to be very careful. You don't want to make sure you don't go too far out. And you know what they say, never ever turn your back to the ocean. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are the two most popular beaches for body surfing here on the island of Oahu, Hawaii. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, if you guys want to see more of these episodes, if you want to see more content about Oahu, about Hawaii, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Mahalo nui loa. Aloha.